you! That makes everyone! Now that we've got that taken care of, you guys hurry up and head down to the courtroom. I'll go on ahead and meet you there. Let's get going then. It's time to unmask Chihiro Fujisaki's murderer. Chihiro Fujisaki, my love. I will repay you what you have lost in an alternative way. She was kind, gentle, and frail. Not the kind of girl anyone could resent. No, why would you zoom back onto this? Come on. And yet, someone killed her. Okay. And the person who did it is in this room. Somewhere in this room. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you my suspicions on who it may be. For the guys, I suspect Yamada, Ishimaru, and Mondo. For females, I suspect Ogami, Sakura. Let's see. Freaking Asahina and Fuqua for some reason. Because, you know, she has like that messed up personality thing that happened last time. So I'm suspecting her, because Genocider Sao has that personality split, or whatever had been reported. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't know. The only one that I suspect that would have a really bad, like, shameful, kind of bad, deepest dark secret would be either frickin' Mondo or Ishimaru, because he seems like a kid that would be kind of bad when he was younger, and then eventually reform himself to being the guy who he is now. So let's talk to everyone in this room. Let's go talk to... I'm going to talk to Kirigiri last, because she seems to have everything figured out by now. Let us bring to light the name of the scoundrel who would dare harm the meek. What about you, Dakure or Hagakure? On the count of 3, we do this, dude. We're going to do this. We are really going to do this. I cannot bear the fact that we have to do this. Really. I never actually got around doing any investigating. Yeah, that's kind of lame. So that's gonna be a big one at fault. Fuqua is behaving rather strangely, and I don't believe shock is an adequate explanation. I don't believe that either, too. Yamada. My darling Chihiro, for a resident of the 3-dimensional world, you were rather impressive. Of course, being 3D, there was no way it could have ended in anything but disappointment. Fuck you, Yamada! Jeez. I haven't had the faintest idea who could have killed her. But I'm sure we'll manage somehow. Justice always prevails. Isn't that right, Brotidge? Now he's talking to Mondo. The Mondo. I'll also talk to Togami first, before we talk to Mondo or Kirigiri. But as many hints as I gave you, I'm expecting you put on a goddamn show in there. Fuck you. Okay, let's see. Let's talk to Mondo then.
Alright.
What's got Fuqua putting up so much of a fight? No idea, man. Let's talk to Fuqua before we talk to Kirigiri. Let's do this. That's it? That's all we get from her? Well, it's all on you, Kirigiri. Let's go, shall we? We shall. Now it's time to go in and have our fate judged. Once fucking more. Let's do this. We have no choice, do we? No, we don't. I nodded my head, slightly in response. Let out a long, heavy sigh. Then, on shaky legs, stepped on to the elevator. My heart sped up with every step I took. Once everyone had boarded, the elevator began its descent, carrying with it the vortex of emotion and speculation that whirled around us. Oh man, everyone's be shaking. They're so scared. The elevator clunked, rattling my eardrum painfully, and it sunk deeper and deeper into the earth. The farther down it carried us, the greater my anxiety grew. But still, the elevator continued to sink, farther and farther below the surface, until finally, it came to an abrupt stop. Deep breath, deep breath. What do you think of the new decor? Pretty exciting, huh? Makes it feel like a totally different room, right? How about none of the above? Just hurry up and get this started. Oh, you got spunk! I like that. Yeah! Aight, let's get this party started. Go find a seat with your name on it, you guys. And then once again, the curtain rose on. A trial for life, and a judgment of death. Deception in life, and treachery in death. Betrayal for life, and betrayal for death. The riddles of life, and the mystery of death. Justification for life, and justification for life, and rationalization of death. Faith in life, and trust in death. The class trial to live, or the class trial to die. Pre-trial. Alright. Let's save it up and continue. Oh, my favorite song. This is like, yeah, this is probably one of my most favorite OSTs in the game. It's soothing and it's just badass as fuck. Alright. So, let's examine our ammunition. Let's see what we have. First, the Monokuma File 2. Victim, Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death, approximately 2 a.m. The corpse was discovered in the women's changing room on the second floor of the school zone. The victim died as a result of blunt force trauma to the head. Death occurred instantaneously, and that's all we have. To the next one. Fujisaki has expressed interest in strengthening her body, but she repeatedly refused Ogami and Asahina's invitation to work out together. She likely waited until late at night to work out so she could avoid running into the two of them. On the other hand, Fujisaki also made it known that she wanted someone to help her. Huh. It's possible someone was with her in the changing room on the night of the murder. So, Ogami and Asahina would be out of the question then. So those two are eliminated. It has to be a guy then, since she's most comfortable with those two. Or those people at least. Not those two. I was like, those two, I was referring to Asahina and Ogami. My bad. A blood stain was found on the dumbbell left in the women's changing room. Isn't that kind of a bit heavy for the women besides Sakura? It's kind of strange. Fujisaki was constantly talking about how she wanted to be strong. The complex she bore, concerning her weakness, likely gave birth to admiration for those who had the strength she wished she had. The only way to access a changing room is to swipe your Electro ID across the card reader besides the door. The men's changing room will only unlock the male's Electro ID, and vice versa. It is impossible for two people to pass through the door simultaneously. Each student's Electro ID is returned to the letterbox in the entrance hall, following his or her death. One of the Electro IDs found in the entrance hall was broken though. Supposedly everyday use should not be enough to break one. Inoshima's and Maizono's were found operable, so the broken Electro ID is presumed to belong to Kawada, and I still think it might be Chihiro's. I don't know why. The only person that I would be able to figure out, only person that would be able to figure out how to break it would be Chihiro. Fujisaki. So that's another possibility. Right? Right. So whoever has Chihiro's Fujisaki's ID swapped it for Kawada's, most likely. Past victims: Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro, Honda, Gaku Shoji, Sai, Kano, Takashi, Yoshida, and many more. Genocider Sao has a consistent MO for all his murders. He also leaves the phrase "bloodbath fever" written in the victim's blood somewhere at the crime scene. His criminal profile suggests that he is, with a high degree of probability, a student who has a severe case of dissociative identity disorder. So, DID. Apparently Fujisaki kept her distance from the other girls, but she seemed to be relatively comfortable talking to guys. The carpet in the men's room, or the men's changing room, has a brownish black stain. Blood splatter was on the poster in the women's changing room. The poster in the men's room, or changing room, is of a boy band popular with the teenage girls, whereas the poster in the women's changing room is a busty supermodel. So the only way that would possibly happen would be that the murder took place in the man's room, and it'd been swapped out. So the murderer happened to have to be a man, unless he took Kawada's and used that instead. But I highly doubt it. Alright, let's go. Fujisaki's Electro ID was not found on her body post-mortem. Fujisaki's hands were bound with a rope-like object, hanging her in a pose resembling a crucifixion. Her cause of death was blunt force, trauma to the head. Ogami says she stained the carpet in the women's changing room with her protein coffee, and that stain suddenly disappeared one day. Togami has been seen using or making use of this lamp in the past. The extension cord that had been attached to it has gone missing, so it no longer reaches the power outlet. Just before the curfew, on the night of the murder, Celeste ran into Fujisaki in the dormitory room. Celeste says she was carrying a sports bag with a blue tracksuit inside. She believes she was on her way to work out, but neither of the aforementioned items were found at the scene. Nagi is the only person with whom Celeste has shared this information. And that is all we have. I'm really nervous right now. I really am. I'm gonna do like one more save, just for good measure. There we go. Are we ready? I think we are. But let's go into our skills and see what we can use this time. This is loaded, I think. Oh, I can hold more now! Algorithm. Effective during non-stop debate. Okay. Reduces the time required to convert someone else's assertion. Okay, I can equip that. Is that all I have? Are you serious? That's all I have? God damn. Pack a little extra firepower. Well, I guess that's it. Let's do this then. Okay. Finish preparations.